Good afternoon, siblings. It is with great excitement that I reach out to you all today. As many of you I'm sure are aware by now, the river has risen. The government claims this is yet another attack from the CLS, and some people believe it to be the work of the children of the wind tree, but it's important we all know the truth. High Prophet Faulkner gave the order for the use of the weather marking clottage this morning, and you are looking at the glorious wrath of our God. Praise the trawler man. With this definitive blow, not only have we thwarted the attempt to legalize our faith and hand our God over to those with no understanding of its greatness, earning a victory over the heretics downriver, but the anathema shrew is dead, along with Catabasi and Grieve and several of her disciples. I'm sure you're all wondering why we're not hearing this from High Prophet Faulkner himself, or Sibling Rain, and that brings me to news that I am far less excited to share with you all. It is with a very, very heavy heart that I must inform you all that Sibling Rain is no longer with us. But please, do not dwell on your sorrow and grief, siblings, for their death was one of honour that will live on in the verses. The anathema carpenter has made another attempt on our prophet's life this afternoon, and Sibling Rain gave theirs in his defence, allowing the High Prophet to not only survive, but to subdue Carpenter and finally bring her to justice. The sacrifices Sibling Rain made will be immortalised, just as that of the great Catabasian Fleck. Their faith was strong and true, and they will be recognised as a martyr. And speaking of Catabasian Fleck, in lieu of all this, the High Prophet has reinstated the title of Catabasian within the faith. He felt that with Catabasian Grieve's defeat, and so few left us under the title, it was only right. The title has been posthumously awarded to Catabasian Rain in honour of all their work they've done for the Trollerman, his prophet, and the rest of the faithful. Oh, and I suppose I got so caught up in the excitement I didn't introduce myself. Most of you have likely never heard my voice. I am Catabasian Wren. I've been chosen to take on the duties of Catabasian Rain in their passing. High Prophet Faulkner would love to have made all these announcements to himself, but he has some very urgent matters to attend to upriver and has placed me in charge in the meantime. I wanted to waste no time in getting the news of our victory out. For those listening from the outside, the river tide has caused a great swell along this stretch of the river, flooding the Grand Aquifer. Myself and a few other chosen faithful were asked to stay behind and guide any of you who find their way here deeper into the hills until the aquifer is fit to shelter us again. And just to clarify some other important matters, the faith is still outlawed, and anything you hear contradicting this is a lie intended to lure us out of hiding so we can be imprisoned and executed. Also important to note, the war is not over. Those of you downriver are no longer safe from the law or the draft, and they no doubt know your location, thanks to your leader's conversations with Adjudicator Shrew. Those of you residing elsewhere were never safe, but with the weather tide being unleashed upon the capital, you are now in even more danger. Please, I beg you, siblings, make your way to us. We will take you in and keep you safe and hidden until such a time as it is safe to reclaim our holy sites. Yes, even those of you who followed Catabasi and Grieve. It isn't your fault that you were lied to and tricked. We hold no grudges. Our only concern is safeguarding the remaining faithful, and you are all included in that. Anyone with further questions or concerns I've not yet addressed, please find a way to reach out. I am happy to clarify any points of contention. We have full control over a radio station now, so you can expect regular broadcasts from me. Swift currents bear you on, siblings.